Hi everyone. Right, I've been, as you know, trying to get this wizard or witch's kitchen together. And what I've done, I'm not buying the units, I'm making the units myself. So I'm just going to go through the things I've made so far. I mean, this is not finished by a long way. I've got all this to paint up. And do you remember yesterday I got these from Melinda? The wooden pieces in that beautiful birthday gift that she sent me with all the wood things. So I've used that for this particular unit. Now, I've used this. It's just a foam board. It's lightweight. By the time I get everything on, it's not going to be much, you know, because this is all going to be for sale when I finish this wizard set. And like I say, it's not finished at all. I've made the doors. I've used the technique of using the strips that Jim taught us on the doors. I've not finished this because all this is, I'm going over this with some textured paint or textured medium. But right now I just put it together just to see what it was like. I bought some of this, if you remember. This was the glossy glue. And I do like the gloss it gives over the paint. If you look, it's really, really nice finish. I've not done the back because, like I say, it's not finished. I'm going to go over it with some textured paste here and there just to grunge it up a bit. I have put the clock in. It's the doors I'm going to grunge up, that's all, and around the edges. Put the clock in, put the hands in, put the little black bead, flat back bead. There is a gap here where I can stand things up on the unit. And that's the first unit. Let me just make sure you can see that, yeah. So, and then I can put things in and leave the doors open like that, just so you can see bits and pieces. So that's one unit. Now they're all the same size, in height I mean. So I'm just going to take these bits out, just pop them in there. It's trying to keep everything together when you're doing miniatures. Right, so that's that. I've also made, with the same foam board, this unit, which is a corner unit. And there was a little bit left, just enough to go across here. Now, it's going to have some black lace on as well, so you're not going to see any of this. It all gets painted black. The whole kitchen will be painted black. And I've got to go over it when I've done all the texture on it, because I'm having some texture on here. Might put some rosettes on here or something. And then it's going to all be painted black and then the silver rub and buff on it, or gold. I'm not sure which I'm going to choose. So managed to get the shelving in, so that's that, and it's just put together like that and then glued inside. Yeah, so I like that. I also made this, the table, and I've done 2 layers of this. Not fussed about that because it was glue. I'd put it on the other way and then took it off, put it back on again. So it's just double layered of this. Make a nice strong table. And never ever, when you get this stuff, don't waste it, because you never know when a small piece is going to come in handy. So that's all going to be painted black using the spools, sewing spools. So, and it all matches in with the height of everything. Also made a little round table, just in case. And this was, what was that off? I can't remember what that was off. It's the lid of something, and it had that cut out, and I thought, well, I'm not wasting it. So I threw it in the box, and I thought, I have a box where I put all bits in that I don't want to throw away, and then at some point they'll get used for something. So I've just added a wooden spool with a plastic spool. This was a wire spool. This is a cotton reel. And then put the board on top, and then when that's all textured up and everything, there's a nice little table, which is a good height. It's just like a side table. I mean, I might not use all of this in the thing I've got to do, but I may do that. Then I've got this with a little sack thing. It's going to have a sack of something on it. Then I did these last night as well. Now, I found this. I used to have sewing... no, it was makeup brushes in. And I thought, I'll figure a way to use it in my project. I don't know how, don't know when, don't know where. I'm going to. May do, may not. Then I got this one, which is the, like I say, using up these bits. Now, when it's painted and textured up, you're not going to see any of the joins. So I'm not fussed about that at all. But again, and do you know what? I didn't measure anything. Well, I measured the baseboard first and then just cut everything to match. And it's jutted up together like that on both sides. So it's not a bad fit. yeah, got the shelving underneath, and then I can display, which I've got a set of these. They're like little plates already done, and I've got some bigger ones, and I'm going to paint them up like pewter, and they're all going to be displayed on there with other bits and pieces as well. So that's that unit. Okay, I know it looks big, but it's going to look fab when it's all done, rest assured. If you've seen the wizard one that I did, you'll see how good it's going to look. Then I did these little pots. I can get these out. They're just like little trays. I'm going to have bottles in. I'm going to have some vegetables in, or I don't know, things that a wizard will use, a witch will use. And I made them at the board, and then just stuck there were these, like little skewer things. I don't know what they are, to be honest, like lollipop sticks. Just use those around the edges, and when it's all scrunched up, grunged up. Still not met that stranger. But they'll be great. Put some bottles in. What else can go in them? Oh, I don't know, anything. Whatever I want to put in them. And put some food in or whatever. It's going to be a working kitchen. So that's that. I've also got these because they're going to go on. I'm going to paint them and use them like little pots. And I'm going to put like witch's brew in it and things like that. So that's the feet. Also got that one that I'm going to use. Put a bead on top. And it's going to be like a little potion bottle. Even that one. I took it off something. Was a leg. A wooden leg, and I took it off, but even that will now become a potion bottle, and I'll put a little label on it. So I never ever throw anything away. You just don't know when you're gonna need it. And then these, that's that's going to be made into a block of cheese for the table, because witches have to eat, don't they? So that's going to be made into some cheese and a cake. So I have cheese and a cake to go on my table. So that's them. And the last thing is, now this is nobody's design at all. None of it is. It's all my own design. And I needed to do a stove. Now I do have a black stove, I've shown before, but it wasn't the right size to fit in with the things that I've been doing. So I decided to make myself a new one. Yes, no measuring, out my head. And I did use a spool. I didn't want them side by side because I want them different. And this is what my witch's kitchen is going to be like. So I put what I did first, right, that doesn't open, but these do. It did open and I decided to shut it. What I did, I took a top and a bottom, both the same size, and then I just cut and glued in the shelving. Alright, then I put the back panel on, which you can see like that. No, I didn't put the back panel on, sorry. I put this panel on first. And I just wanted it. I'm going to have mine like that. This is a picture of my raven that's going to be on the back panel. Here is going to have some utensils sat there. And I'm going to put a little shelf on here with some little spice jars. I've put side panels on as well so that we can have, with the rests. So that things can be put on there. I've got a little... Now, where did I want to put on one of them, I've got a little tiny rail that's going to go on there with a cloth on it. Put the doors on, just like that. They both open and shut. What else? Oh, the plates that I just showed you. All I did with the plates, because I needed to have the rings that they cook on, I turned them upside down. So it's like one of those agas. Put an extra piece in here with the shape on and put that on. Now, I've put it on now because I'm going to be painting it black all around. So that won't bother. I just wanted to make sure I got it right. So there you go. That's my stove. Designed by me. And I think that's going to look fab when it's done. There's a lot of things to do on it. Like I say, I've got to have 2 utensils here, 2 utensils there. I'm going to make those. I do have the little hooks that I can put them on. A little shelf here, maybe 2 little shelves here with some tiny little pots on there. Okay, so that is that. What else? Oh, I've got a couple of parcels that's come in, so I'll be doing those in a minute. But yeah, I just wanted to share that with you. It's made from foam board. And I got it off eBay. So it's just type in foam board, A4 foam board, and it'll come up. And there's all my little goodies that I've been making yesterday. I've had fun. I love it. I absolutely love making miniatures. It's therapeutic, it's fun, and you can do a lot with it. And these will look like that when it's done, black, but there will be some texture on them as well. Okay, and then I've got all the pots to go on. I mean, look at this. I've got to show you it because I absolutely love this. Let me just shift all this out of the way. It was just when I sat the little pots on there last night and I thought, oh, it's so cute. And I had to do for the scale of it to match these pots that I've got. You see? Handles out, you don't have them in. Otherwise, I mean, handles in, you don't have them out. And so, look. This is what they look like with all these little bits in. And I just think they look fab. Where's the lids? Yeah? Don't they look cute? Hope you can see that. Like that. Whoops, don't fall over. You spill. And then they will be glued onto there then. And there'll be food in them and whatever. So it's a lot of work involved. It's time consuming. But it will be for sale. The whole kit will be for sale. Now I do have to say, I did sell the wizard kit to India, a lady in India. And it just arrived. Unfortunately, during the the shipping of that, their customs people opened the box. It actually got opened in Dubai, and they took everything out and they did not take care putting it all back, and some of the pieces came undone, but she's managed to glue it all back together and she loves it. Yeah, I did sell the last one, and this one's going to be for sale as well. So if anybody is interested when it's done, you'll see it progress. I will show each piece as it's finished, and everything that I'm making now will be in that particular set. Now I have to say they are costly because there's a lot of time in them. I devote an awful lot of my own time. That's what I'm saying is, and it's loving time because I love miniatures and I take a lot of care doing them. And so that's where the price goes up because of the time you put in it. They can take hours and hours and hours of work. And where else are you going to get them? They're unique. They're mine. They're what I've designed. They're not like anybody else's. You know what I mean? So, if anybody is interested, let me know. But have an open book. An open pocket. I'm only kidding. But, it will be an expensive thing. But they do sell. I've already sold the first one. And it's gone to a very, very, very good home. And I'm thrilled to bits that she loved it enough to buy it and admire it. So there you go. That's it for now. I'll be back shortly with another video. Take care. Bye bye for now.